It's a family-friendly podcast.
Family-friendly.
This is family-friendly.
Jeez. I probably should have spit out my gum.
You have any choice words for David Ganter
I think...
that are family-friendly?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
No,
not that fit within that rubric.
No, I think it's insane what happened.
Yeah.
Like the whole, was it 10-minute series? Mm-hmm. Maybe? Just with like the VAR or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think they had VAR of it. Like, they couldn't have had it available.
They had to if there was a room when we were there.
I just don't understand how, like, we're going to just let this man take 3 points from us. And this isn't the first time that we've allowed a man to just... I mean, this is Ted Unkel type behavior.
I know, you would have thought.
This is Alan Kelly type behavior, dude. This is like...
I couldn't even talk about how Medina scored. Like, I couldn't, in good faith with a draw, I couldn't even talk about it.
What do you mean?
Although he's still going to be the top scorer in the league this year.
I guess we're just set piece merchants, right?
It's weird.
At this point?
It's such a flip-flop from what we're used to.
I guess, I mean, we could start at the start with the lineup coming out, which was already the weirdest lineup that we've seen, I mean, this season and probably in the most recent years. No Maxi, again, 2 weeks in a row. No Tinnerholm, no Alfredo. Jason at right back. Just no idea what's going on. Not a single attacking option off the bench to be found.
Well, you would look at the team and just think, why are we playing that against Toronto, of all teams? Because, like I said, it was going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
So why would we go ahead and start these guys? Not that it's like a bad lineup by any stretch of the imagination, but like, you're not starting this in an MLS Cup final. You're not starting this in an important game. Maybe it's squad rotation, but like, we play weekly. It's not that deep.
But even a squad rotation against one of the best teams in the East, right?
Like,
isn't that weird?
Okay, but you need to rotate squads when you play in England because you play 3 times a week.
Yeah, if there's a tournament or something.
We play once a week. What are we rotating for?
I don't know.
Is it because we're...
I mean, I would assume Maxi and Alfredo are still recovering, right? Mm-hmm. And Tinnerholm, I don't know, is he just tired? Maybe he picked up a knock in training or something. And that there's probably 3 of our best players on the field, not on the field. Yeah. So you have to find ways to replace them. And I think it was Ian who said during the broadcast too that he think we saw the nod of Jason at right back over like somebody like Tavon or Ibiaga to start, just because he thought, with a team like Toronto, attacking is going to be more important than defending. So that nod makes sense, and I mean,
in a way,
fair play to Jason. He, for having a man mark Soltado the whole game, he really played like above and beyond what I would have expected, especially being thrown in the post-game presser. They asked him, like, when did you figure out that you were going to be doing this? He's like, I think sometime on Wednesday. Like, he found out that Saturday. He's the starting right back. Yeah. It's like 3 days later, he's just man-marking Soltado, so.
I mean, it makes sense because he does a lot of tracking back.
Yeah.
Like, when he's playing left way on the wing anyways. So it kind of makes sense, but we don't want him to stay there.
No.
Unless we're in this exact formation.
We don't even need him to stay there, hopefully. I mean.
Yeah, Tinnerholm hopefully gets healthy, obviously, and also Collins.
Yeah.
We're hoping he gets healthy.
It's
just one of those. Maybe it's gonna be one of those seasons, man, where we're like,
so. I'm not conceding that yet. I think the Collins thing. I think it was like a better to be safe than sorry. We tweeted out like,
yeah,
because he did pull up, but like it definitely like he walked himself off the field without any type of real issue. I think it's just like Ronnie, like, okay, well, Tinnerholm's not playing, Maxi's not playing, Alfredo. Imagine if somebody like Collins goes down. We missed Chanot for a week. Like, we just cannot start stacking up these cards of everybody being injured already.
That's what I'm saying. That once it starts to fall, and Stradi's good for one.
Yeah. And what you said too was like, thank God we have somebody like Ibiaga on this roster.
Literally.
What would we do?
He's so important to us right now.
Genuinely.
Tinnerholm goes down. We needed him to fill in. It's just...
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't slide into one of those seasons. Yeah. That's all I'm saying is we've seen it before.
Yeah, because if we don't have Ibiaga, who comes in there? Tavon comes in. Not that he's not up to it, but like he's not Ibiaga. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. He's not there yet.
Yeah. So
otherwise he'd be starting.
Yeah, to have somebody that's, I mean, able to play that role is just so important.
Yeah.
But in terms of the game, like what I saw through like the beginning, like the first half, to be honest, this game was like so boring, and it sucks. Aside from the bad calls that Ganter made, he was just like kind of the staple of the game. Like the whole game was so stop and go. It was like constant fouls. It wasn't even like a chippy game. He just wasn't letting the boys play, which is like the worst thing to do. It's like it just kills the game. Yeah, and especially because we were, for the lineup that we put out, we were like actually controlling the tempo of the game. Mind you, it was very low tempo and like not very like high powered, but we were controlling it at least.
Yeah, and it had chances too.
Yeah, and Tati had
enough chances to win a game again. Is all I'm saying.
It's every game though.
And I don't, you know, you don't want to ever hound on somebody like Tati because he's one of our best players right now. One or two, you pick. But he's got to finish more.
But you have to consider like, one thing I wanted to look up the other day was like, what is Tati's like finishing percentage for shots versus shots that actually score?
Well, because he finished when the top of shots taken last year,
right?
But was nowhere near.
But
the
I'm
top
saying
of
if you give him even the average shot conversion of an average striker in the MLS, I mean, he's got to have like at that rate like 30 goals or something a season.
No, his expected goals have to be insane.
Yeah, like double what records are. So it just has he has to find a way to just put it in there. Like,
because he has so many chances.
Well, he had two. So the two early ones were headers where it was really just him and the goalie. Both of them went wide. And I thought maybe after the first one, on the second one, like he would have kind of recollected himself and been able to put it on frame at least. But it's just not the case. It's like, I don't know. There's just this one was one of those games where it felt like a loss, even though we walked out of there with a point. And then you see like
it's because of the way it happened.
Yeah.
Like you can't just accept that as a NYCFC fan.
Yeah. I mean we were supposed to be up 2-0. 100%. There's
Exactly.
no way around it. Like we've now seen like Joe Tallison go on Twitter and like list the exact rule that applies to this situation. We've seen the ref say that he thinks he blew the whistle too early and he thinks that he made a mistake. It's like, and we're left here
this
with
happened before.
Yeah, and we're here with less than 2 points. It was crazy to see Sean Johnson as mad as he was.
I didn't know that he had emotions.
Dude, I've never seen him that angry. Like,
I did not know he had emotions.
Unhinged. He reminded me of Alex Ring, like when somebody would like slide in on Tati and Ring would
if anyone would touch anybody on our team.
Yeah, like that. It was cool to see that emotion out of him, but it just sucks it had to be that way.
Yeah.
Because we know the passion is there, right? But like,
right. But then even
just couldn't believe it.
That not going up 2-0, then conceding directly after.
Yeah, in what should have been blown dead before the guy that scored even touched the ball.
Did he comment on that?
What?
Did he comment on that?
I don't even know if they got there. I think they were just like, give him a break. It's already like, so, I mean, not only did Dom Dwyer just clean James Sands, like just take him out of the play completely, just completely handballed. Like it was, the handball you could argue is close. It seemed a little funny in real time, but just mowing James Sands down is just crazy. And I'll be honest,
James Sands that's been in the gym.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I like Dom Dwyer. I'm a fan of Dom Dwyer, but that right there like made me like switch tides a little, dude. Like I'm like, are you really?
You got toxic on Dom.
Yeah, I was like, are you really gonna do that? And then the ref just lets him do it, bro. I don't know. We just got robbed. That was the first thing that Ronnie said in the post game. He said
he was mad.
Yeah. Oh, he was mad.
He was mad.
Him on the sideline when that happened.
He was swearing on TV. He's getting fined. He's
probably.
Getting fined. I'm getting fined for this episode already.
Yeah.
Of course, the first one had to be me.
I don't know. It should have been 3 points.
It's one of those games where you just, what do you even say anymore?
Yeah.
You know
I will say something that really surprised me, aside from the fact that Jason played really well. Dude, when Gloucester came in for Jason, Gloucester looked great. Like,
I would love to see him play.
Bro, straight up, Gloucester looked great. Like that once I saw that, it made me a little more confident with the depth that we have, especially with the injuries that we're seeing in the defense. But he genuinely looked really good. I mean, it was like 10 minutes against like Toronto, sitting on the ball after playing for 90, right? But he looked good, especially for what is he, like 17 years older?
He's super young. I'm not sure his exact age.
Let's see. He to me seems a little bit more up to it, you know, the situation than like Tavon, and for them to be in the same position, I could see, you know, preferring Gloucester.
It just seemed like Tavon was a deer in headlights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gloucester like completely took the moment over. Like he had a lot of touches. Like he had like in those 10 minutes maybe like 6 to 10 touches, all great, all like mentally playing the right thing. If he had to play a pass or he had to kick it out of bounds,
right,
he just like knew. It was crazy to see. Genuinely, I didn't realize that our depth was like actually that good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's exciting if we can stay healthy, though. That's important. I think
that's about it.
Staying healthy is more important than the depth, personally.
That's all we can try to do.
But we need depth at right back, clearly, because Tennerholm still has that knock. Still waiting, probably, because it was just muscle, right? So
I think waiting. So. I'm not even really sure.
We can't afford too many games.
It's probably just another safe to, or what is the saying? Yeah. I don't even know the saying.
If you could,
better to be safe than sorry.
The energy is exactly how we felt with the result.
And you know what sucks? Then you see Glenn like give the two sides on Twitter. I think I took a screenshot of it of what each side felt. And the Toronto coach goes, the boys are celebrating in the locker room. I'm like, there is no way.
Dude, they're too big of a club to be doing
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's small club mentality, bro. Is. To pull up in our stadium, cheese us out of a goal that we should have had, and then to just...
I think they were just poking the rivalry
get a goal you should have, like...
Because, like, there's this playoff rivalry between us.
Good thing we don't know any Toronto podcasts yet.
Oh, no. They'd be too nice.
I couldn't, like,
they'd be too nice to us.
They're from Canada.
They'd be like, oh, buddy, it's all right.
Yeah, you'll get us next time.
We stole a point. You'll get us next time. It's all right. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But
that's the energy. We have
Columbus.
Columbus next at Red Bull Arena. Thank God we're back at Red Bull Arena.
We're back at home. Hey, boys, we're home.
Yeah. You know what sucks even more so is, like, for us, that stadium's even farther than Yankee Stadium, so... And I think like our next 4 to 6 home games are at Red Bull Arena.
One's our fully vax date anyways, like soon, right?
Yeah, 19th for me, Wednesday. So.
Dang.
But even still, like I checked, it's 3 hours and 10 minutes to Red Bull Arena.
Thing is, do you want to be pressing Red Bull Arena?
No.
I don't want that Red Bull thing on our.
And I hate to be the guys like with the stadium talk, because everybody is the guys with the stadium talk. And I think people go a little bit too hard, because clearly the issue I don't think is with the club. I think it's with the city, obviously. But it does suck.
It does.
I feel for the club. Like you can't just make Senators do what you want them to.
Yeah, and it's so expensive, the place. But at the same time,
I don't know. Hey,
share a stadium.
I was just gonna say CFG. Throw money at it. There's no shortage of money at CFG.
We know. Hey, we know.
Yeah.
And there's more coming in, by the way.
Yeah.
It's more.
And none of it's being allocated to us anymore, I think, unfortunately.
No, they're like, not making it out of the first round of the playoffs, so we'll see you next year.
Yeah. We spent it all on, like, Melbourne or something.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys after the Columbus game. Mm-hmm. Hopefully higher spirits than this one.
Yeah. Well, it's tough to get going after that.
Yeah, how do you even...
It sucks to feel like you're winning and just have it taken from you.
Exactly.
On some weird calls. That's all I'm going to say.
I almost had to.
Some weird calls, yeah. But
anyways, well, we're going to get out of here. We're going to live tweet the next game as well. Coming up this Saturday.
Appreciate y'all for watching.
I'm going to get this outro correct, not the intro.
Yeah.
Post 90 on all platforms. See you guys next week.
Talk to you guys soon.
Peace.
Peace.